Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of A Tejswi IP Show. I'm your host Prateek Raj. Today we are tackling a crucial topic for startups and businesses which is ready to expand globally. So how do you protect your patent in international market? This is a big one, especially if you are eyeing international growth. Let's break down the steps and strategies for safeguarding your invention when crossing borders. So, the first thing to understand is that patents are territorial, meaning a patent filed in one country does not automatically protect your invention in another. If you want to ensure your invention is protected worldwide, or at least in key markets, you will need to file for protection in each country or region where you plan to operate. Now, this can get tricky, especially for startups with limited resources. Filing in multiple countries can be expensive, but here is where the Patent Corporation Treaty, that is PCT, comes in handy. The PCT allows you to file a single international application, giving you a priority date in over 150 countries. While the PCT application doesn't grant you global patent, it buys you extra time up to 30 months to decide which countries you want to pursue individual patent protection in. Okay, so I give you a tip. Always consider filing a PCT application if you are not sure where you will expand but want the option to protect your invention globally. It's a cost-effective way to secure international protection early in without immediate financial strain. Now, another key point to think about is choosing the right countries. You don't necessarily need to file in every single country, just the one that matters most to your business. Start by identifying markets where your product is likely to sell, where competitors might be copying your invention, and where manufacturing might occur. For instance, if you are a tech startup, you will probably want to protection in major markets like the United States, Europe, China, and India also. But remember, uh, patent filing and enforcement differ from country to country. In Europe, you can file a single application with European Patent Office, that is EPO, and if granted, it covers multiple member states. In contrast, countries like China and Japan require separate national filing, and each has its own rules and procedures. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about enforcing your patent internationally. Once you have filed and been granted patents in various countries, enforcement becomes your next challenge. If someone infringes on your patent in another country, you will need to enforce your rights in that jurisdiction. This could involve sending a cease and desist letter or even taking the infringer to court in that country. It's not as simple as suing them in your home country. Enforcing patents internationally can be costly and uh, literally time consuming. So it's crucial to weigh the business risks before deciding to go down that route. Some countries may have weaker IP enforcement mechanisms, making it harder to protect your rights. If you are doing business in such region, consider you're working with local IP counsel who understand the ins and outs of patent litigation in that specific country. So I give you a pro tip. In some cases, it might be more effective to negotiate licensing deal with potential infringers rather than jumping straight to litigation. Licensing can turn an IP challenge into business opportunity. Now let's talk about timing for a moment. Timing is critical when it comes to international patent protection. The first to file rule applies in most countries, meaning whoever files the patent application first gets the right. That's why filing early, especially if you are targeting competitive market, is key to securing your place. Once your invention is out in the public domain, your window to file for international protection narrows significantly. Now, one question I often get is, how do I protect my trade secret while applying for international patents? This is an important issue. When you file a patent application, it becomes publicly available for 18 months in most countries. If your invention includes a process or component that you would rather keep secret, such as manufacturing method or a software algorithm, you might consider not patenting that particular aspect. Instead, protect it as trade secret. Trade secret can last indefinitely as long as they remain confidential, but once they are out for good. So here is another tip for international expansion. Always stay on top of local patent laws. Countries frequently update their intellectual property regulation, and what might be allowed in one country could be restricted or treated differently in another. Patent laws in India, for instance, emphasize public access to crucial technologies, and they have specific requirements around software and pharmaceutical patent. Meanwhile, countries like China are continually refining their IP enforcement policies to encourage more innovation. So don't go it alone. Hiring an international patent attorney or working with an IP firm like us with global expertise is essential. They can help navigate the complexities of filing and enforcing patent across borders. And finally, let's not forget about cost management. Filing patents internationally can rack up significant costs. So, budgeting for this from the beginning is crucial. Many startups underestimate the cost of national phase entries and the ongoing maintenance fees in each jurisdiction. This can become a financial burden if not planned carefully. Uh, Some countries like India offer reduced fees for small entities and startups. Be sure to check if you qualify for such benefit in the countries where you plan to file. Alright, that's a wrap for today's episode. We have covered the essential of protecting your patent during the international expansion, from filing strategies to enforcement challenges and cost management. Expanding globally is a huge step for any business, and ensuring your intellectual property is protected will give you a confidence to scale without worrying about infringement or losing out on valuable market. If you enjoyed today's episode or have any follow-up question, feel free to reach out, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Your support helps us continue to bring you valuable IP insights every day. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep innovating. Have a good day.